Hey, it's Rooster, Bobby Leach for the TimesWeekly.com, alongside my partner here, Big Tone.
Big Tone here for the TimesWeekly.com. Feeling good, Big Tone. Big Tone was in the emergency room Tuesday night. 8 hours in Bolingbrook Medical Center. 8 hours. Fixed me up, gave me some antibiotics. Feeling good, feeling right. Thank you, Bolingbrook Medical Center.
Feels much better. I mean, you seem like you're in better shape.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, what are we going to talk about? You know, I just want to say one thing. I got a message out to somebody out there in Bolingbrook. You know who you are. I cleaned your bathtub. I folded your clothes.
Oh, God.
And I took out the garbage. Okay? Isn't that enough?
Jeez. Man, am I glad I don't have that problem. So, in any event, let's talk about, let's talk about your week. You know, what's going on this week, you know. I mean, you know, you just... kind of now you're all peppy and happy and
oh yeah, I'll tell you,
you kind of went through a little scary moment there for a while.
I had to go to the emergency room. I mean, I'll tell you, I had this virus in me it had to be for a long time. It was a long time. Felt like really bad, not good, really bad, not just really bad, but really, really bad. Okay, got some good antibiotics.
Yeah, it's got to be a kind of a sport in of itself. I mean, what are the hospitals like nowadays? I mean, you know.
Oh man, I'll tell you, they're oh no, oh my God. No. No. I mean, they're little gurneys, man. They got a foam mattress about this big, and I sat on a thing. Oh, it was the most uncomfortable thing you could ever sit on. Then they put me in a CT scan.
Well, except for the bench that he sat on in high school for a lot of years.
Then they put me in a... Hey. Then they put me in a CT scan with the little tubey thing going on like this, and you're in, you're out, you're out, you're in. I mean, hey, everything's still there. It still works.
Yeah, there you go. All right, man. So, well, it's good to have you back, and that you're back and healthy and doing well. And it's been an amazing couple of weeks here in sports in the area. I mean, since you've been gone, I mean, you know, it's been a couple of weeks ago, but it's still kind of sitting raw with me. You know, what happened down at the 2A game, boys basketball. The state championship, man.
I heard about that. Classless. That's all I got to say.
I mean, Seton Academy in South Holland and Harrisburg from downstate, both these teams make it to the state final game. I mean, to the state championship game, and you know, even IHSA says that both teams, you know, did not live up to their standard of sportsmanship and class. I mean,
shame on you teams.
Man, I'll tell you what. And then, to make matters worse, I mean, your team doesn't accept the second place trophy because you're upset that you lost the game. I mean, Bush League. I don't know about you, but that's total Bush League.
Classless.
Honest to God, that's got to be the worst example of, my opinion. That's got to be the worst example of sportsmanship I've seen, especially at a state championship, match in decades. I don't think I've ever even seen that. In fact, I don't think I've ever even thought that anybody would have the gall to do that.
Yes, the epitome of March Madness.
Yeah. I mean, what is this? A peewee game? Is this Little League or something? Or, I mean, give me a break.
Taking my ball and going home, are you? Huh?
Right. I mean, my God. You made it to the second place team in the entire state. And that's upsetting.
It's not half bad.
It's not half bad. But I'll tell you what's upsetting is anybody that was associated with that game. That's never going to leave. That's never going to leave you. I mean, teams win state championships and lose state championships, and some of them never even get an opportunity to get there, let alone play for one. And there's happy memories But, the one that you're going to remember, and it's a shame because it's always the bad apples that you remember, the one that you're going to remember is this one. You're never going to forget that. I personally, as a writer, I'll never forget that. I mean, I'm always going to remember that team that refused to take the second place trophy. I mean, to me, I'm never going to forget that as a fan. I mean, and I don't know that it's almost... Everything's forgivable, but I don't know, man. That's pretty low. And it's never happened before with the IHSA. It's never happened before, and I mean, there's a reason for it because most people have enough common sense and basic sportsmanship skills to know that that's just not something you do.
Take the trophy, go home.
Yeah. So whatever. I mean,
that's not even.
So yeah, I don't even want to give. I don't want to give it any more. Yeah, I don't want to give it any more homage. Just in the fact. I mean, it's not even. It's more. It's more. I don't know how you say it, but
it's really, really classless.
Yeah, and I can't, and I listen, man. I mean, I've seen it in football too, and I haven't seen it to that level, but I've seen it in football when there was a lot of classless things done because you're really upset. Football's an intense sport, just like basketball. In fact, any competition's intense, but I've never seen a team not go up and take their second place trophy. They didn't really want it, but I've just never seen anybody that personally I haven't seen. I'm sure it's happened somewhere in the country. I'm sure there's a dubious distinction on some team out there, but
maybe in Alaska.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. So but hey, I mean, we're coming up on coming up tonight. I mean, there's some good games going on from this weekend, and
So when are we live today? Are we taping today live?
We're taping. We're taping. We're live. We're live. We're taping. I don't know, but
taping on Friday, live on Friday.
But I mean, still, last weekend too, you got the 3A, 4A games that took place, and I mean, you got to give it to Simeon, man. They had a good run and did what they needed to do to win the championship, and I guess we're going out on a limb there, but they won. That was a pretty big. Pretty big contest for them, kind of coming over Morgan Park. And so congratulations to all the basketball teams and that finished their season. And shame on those that
would accept their second place trophy.
Right? And good luck to all the seniors. I mean, it's a tough for both the girls and the boys teams. It's a tough thing when you don't finish on top. But hey, that's life, man. I mean, most of us don't finish on top half the time. It is what it is. But you walk off, you're off into college, you're doing your thing.
Seniors, we salute you.
Yeah, we salute you. So, hey, congratulations to all the seniors, to all the basketball coaches, to everybody else out there that had a great season this year. Also wrestlers and all the winter sports activities.
Badminton players, debate teamers.
Yeah,
Okay, we're not going to forget you, the debate teamers.
Yeah. So, I mean, but I am getting pretty excited about a football season. I mean, football season is right around the corner. And sounds like we got some good stuff going on.
Yeah, lots of responses, huh? People want to tell us about their team, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we did. Good. Thanks for pointing that out. Thank you, all the coaches. I want to thank you for giving us the emails that you've given us. It's been we've been overwhelmed with the response that we've gotten from our questionnaire.
Overwhelmed.
Well, there's a lot of work we have to decipher through a lot of that stuff. I mean, as we start putting together, and every coach, I think, you guys are all excited about your teams and your prospects for the year.
Some of them, you look at your team through rose-colored glasses, but
Hey, I mean,
everybody's 0-0 till game one is played.
That's right. And there are some teams out there that I don't think. I mean, look at what Bennett. I mean, I don't mean to call Bennett out, but I mean, Bennett wins 2 games or 1 game, and they end up playing for in the semifinal contest. I mean, so you can't really say that. Hey, whatever you did last year is indicative of what you're going to do this year, because I'll tell you what, the gym can change a lot of kids. You get in that gym and you get serious and you put together, about 40 kids that are all pulling in the same direction, you're going to make the playoffs. I mean, those teams, I don't care who they are, I don't care how good they are. If you got 40 people, you can beat any 11 people out on the field. Any 11 athletes on the field, you got 40 of them. We proved that many years.
That's right. 40 ninjas playing as one. There you go.
You play as one, and you will win. So, I mean, I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen in SBC, this year. I mean, Southwest Prairie Conference.
Southwest Prairie Conference. We still got to cover those guys?
Yeah, we absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to cover them, man. I mean, it's going to be a good season though this year.
I'm sure it is.
I think Oswego's going to have a great year again this year. I think they're on a path for stardom. I think Oswego East is really going to have a shot this year. I mean, Oswego East has been the stepchild of Oswego for a lot of years, and I mean that in a joking manner. But the fact is that they've really been the second school. I mean, Oswego's always been there. They've always beat them. I don't know, man. I think Oswego East is doing some great things, man. I think they're going to have a good season. They're going to be one of those teams where you're going to be like, wow, where did they come from?
You're going to look out for my team, Joliet Central. We're watching you guys.
Yep.
You guys are up and comers. You guys are coming.
Well, Joliet Central, could have their, could have their year. But if we're going to talk about Joliet, I'd like to talk about Joliet Catholic.
Oh, Jesus. At Joliet Catholic.
Yeah, Joliet Catholic, man.
Coach Sharp. Tune in over here. You look good on TV when Ty Isaac had his signing day. I seen you. Yeah. Good job. You look good. You're looking healthy.
Well, you know what? I still think that Joliet Catholic. It's going to be interesting to see what how they do. I mean, they got Ivelo in the backfield this year. I mean, he's coming back, and he had a pretty good year last year. And that kid is built like a fire plug, man. He's tough.
They can have all the offense they want. They need defense. They need to make the crucial stops. Okay,
well,
crucial stops.
I think Ivelo's good. I think he's going to be good, man.
God bless little Mike Ivelo, Coach John Ivelo, Bolingbrook. Okay? He would say the same thing as he's sitting in the stands. You got to make the crucial stops.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah, you got to have a defense, man. I mean, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on why they've struggled against the pass, because it's not been really against the run. It's been against the pass that JCA has had a problem with. They're going to have to get that corrected. I mean, that really has been their Achilles heel the last 3 or 4 seasons, and it's been their Achilles heel. You talk to people who've known Joliet Catholic for 20, 30, 40 years, and I'm going to tell you that's always been the case. They've always had a tough time against the pass.
You can't score 48 and have the other team score 70. That's not going to win it.
But the game is changing too. I mean, I mean the game is changing, and you're running into more teams that are running a spread offense, and so those teams that struggle against that, they're going to have to address it. Through coaching, through off-season training. I mean, really, you're going to have to put attention on it.
As I'm looking through the viewfinder, Rooster, I'm telling you, as some of these teams out here playing defense, I see the theme from Benny Hill. I mean, come on. All right, you need to stop. Crucial stops. Okay, 4th and 1, stop. 3rd and 2, stop. You need to make crucial stops. Defense. Work on that defense. Your offense is there.
And I'll tell you, this is going to be This is going to be a good year. My sleeper team. I said it earlier on. I'll say it again.
Joliet West. No, I'll leave Joliet West alone.
Joliet West is going to be a damn good football team this year. I'm telling you right now.
They should have been a good football team for the last 2 years, okay?
They were a good football team.
They had monsters on the offensive line. They weren't just regular guys, they were monsters. You had King Kong on the left tackle. You had Godzilla on the right tackle.
Yeah, and you had and you had Kryptonite in your conference. I mean, you had Bolingbrook in their state champion. You had Lakeway East in there.
You need to make the crucial stops.
You had Homewood Flossmoor in there who made it to a semifinal.
Woo-hoo. Okay.
I'm just telling you, you're in a stacked football conference. There's no room for error. That's the thing. That's it. You know what? There's no room for error.
Coach Aubrey, we love you.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Oh, come on. I love Joliet West. The Freeze brothers. All right.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I want to see what they're going to come out like this year. I mean, you know what I like about football in general is just the atmosphere. But I like Saturday football games.
Yes,
I like Friday night football games, but I do enjoy.
Oh yeah, I had some enjoyable times over at the school, Joliet West and Joliet Central. So
and Glenbard West.
Glenbard West.
Glenbard West is another team that we see that's a Saturday game, and there's a lot of Catholic schools out there, parochial schools out there that are Saturday teams.
Parochial schools.
Yeah. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, the game is changing a little bit, but this year, we were just talking about how we got a guppy. We got, we're gonna show you a couple of coaching styles of what we do, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
we got a crash test dummy.
Yeah, we got a crash test. We're gonna put him through the mill. And he's a freshman going into Romeoville.
Not yet.
Oh,
not yet.
That's right, because you might have to move.
He might be going to the brook.
Yeah, you might be going to the brook.
To the brook.
I could be going to.
Going to the brook.
Yeah, it reminds me of my jersey back here.
Oh, no, forget it.
Hey,
going to the brook.
He's going to the brook. Anyhow, hey, listen, we might do we got a crash test dummy that we're going to put through some exercise, some things that we think are fundamental things that have to be addressed, and we're going to do that on camera a little bit. We give our little coaching styles, but you can't copy our plays. We got the magic plays. See, that's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of parents out there that think the coach has got the magic play in his pocket, and he intentionally doesn't use it, and that's why he stinks, and he's got to go home. We should fire him because he doesn't come up with good magic plays.
We have magic plays, don't we?
Yeah, we do have magic plays.
We have Casper Finley Ghost as our offensive coordinator.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Got some good stuff.
Stop, drop, and roll for our defense?
Stop, drop, and roll.
You remember those days?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
You can't tackle. Stop in those gaps and drop and roll.
Stop and roll.
Is that illegal? We don't know if that's illegal or not.
But it wasn't back in our day.
Back in our day, it wasn't.
Right. Superman? The
Superman?
Goals?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's down one. I'll go.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm excited about what we got planned for football season this year, and what we got planned for coaches. I mean, frankly, we're going to get a lot of coaches on the air, and we're going to be doing a lot of on-location stuff, because we can. And
we can do anything we want.
We do anything we want.
Because it's our show.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got a few things up our sleeve. So in any event, and talking a little bit about it has expanded. Through some research, I was talking to a coach who had brought up Texas is now looking at limiting contact to 1 day a week. So this is starting to get some legs. This idea of legislators getting involved in the football, fields and legislating safety measures to protect kids from concussions and from an unintentional. I think it's really unintentional, but trauma to the head. And you get hit 800, 900 times a season, to the head. You take that many hits to the head, it's a lot.
I know that was my problem back in the day. I had to put too many hits to the head. Look how you're going to turn out. Okay?
Yeah, well, so, hopefully we'll be able to talk a little bit about that, talk about some safety, and start getting coaches on the air here. We're now into March. Yeah, April, May. And then boom.
June.
So it all starts
all over again. We'll be coming to a city near you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. What do you think about that? I mean, as far as so should we hit 1 day a week? I mean, how prepared are these kids going to be at 1 day a week?
1 day a week? No, you can't hit 1 day a week. No.
I mean, even if it's a safety issue, don't you think that, like we said before, some of the responsibilities on the players to play the sport? I mean, isn't everything a safety issue?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you get into a car, you can only drive 1 day a week because might get in an accident.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't want to downplay it, and it is for the safety of the kids, and obviously, anything that's looking out for the safety of the kids.
So the offensive guy.
But I mean, short of making all athletics non-contact, you're gonna have contact. You just are.
Football's been football since when? Back how many years?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to have contact, if you don't want to play, don't play. Okay.
That's a tough sport, though.
That's contact.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anyhow, it's happy St. Patty's Day, and seeing that's already passed us, and we missed that. Last weekend was St. Patty's Day. Last Sunday.
Is this? Are we filming for this week or next week?
Next week.
You always confuse me when you do this filming stuff. Okay.
Okay.
You always confuse. You says, "Come on over. I got pizza." All right. Oh, well, come on down here. We have to go talk on the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was cleaning the bathtub. I was folding clothes, washing floors. I mean, he says, "Come on over. I got pizza." All right.
So what do you think? What'd you do for St. Patty's Day? You didn't do anything.
What did I do for St. Patty's Day? Well, I'll tell you. I got my green beer. I had my little St. Patty's hat. I had my little piece of corned beef with my little piece of cabbage. We sang "Toolaloo-la-roo-ra, toolaloo-la-ra." I mean, what do you do for St. Patty's Day?
Nothing.
Except except we're green and eat corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so that was a good thing. I didn't do much for St. Patty's Day. The green beer. I'd rather drink, something a little better. But in any event,
St. Patty's Day, boy, we are just reaching, aren't we?
We are.
We are reaching. We have absolutely nothing to talk about. We are just reaching.
Yeah. So, hey, well, listen, I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Unfortunately, a lot of sports have been rained out, too. I mean, these colleges, man, we tried to have two baseball games this weekend, but they're getting rained out.
It's baseball time?
Yeah, baseball. I mean, home openers were over the past weekend. You had a home opener for Lewis, and you had a home opener for St. Francis, and both games got rained out.
Oh. No.
So, this is a time of year where it really is kind of lame, I mean, it's hard. You got a lot of spring sports. You got baseball running out there. You got softball running out there. You got soccer running out there.
And we got to give them
track running out there.
Speaking of baseball, we got to give, like, the Romeoville Pony League, all the Bolingbrook guys coverage. We go out there with a camera.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, we're gonna have to catch some of that.
Go out with a camera.
My favorite team though right now for baseball is still Plainfield North. Plainfield North's got a fantastic program, but I heard through the grapevine. I could be wrong, and I don't like to be starting rumors, so I'm just gonna say it's a rumor. But I heard that maybe Coach Darlington won't coach next year or something. I don't know. Somebody's kind of I heard through the grapevine that he might retire or he might move on. I mean, man.
Why is he tired? Is he tired of winning?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, the guy wins. I mean, the guy wins everything. I mean, I hope he stays, and I hope he stays forever. I mean, for Plainfield North's sake. I mean, he's probably one of the marquee coaches. I mean, course, at Joliet Catholic, they got a pretty good one too. But you know,
Who's the coach? Who's the baseball coach at Joliet Catholic?
you don't know who the baseball coach is?
I have no clue who the base.
See, I'm not even gonna repeat it now because
No, you don't have no clue who the baseball coach is at Joliet Catholic. What are you talking about? Who's the coach of Providence? Who's the baseball coach? You're not a baseball aficionado.
Are you a baseball aficionado?
No, I don't claim to be. I'm just
You're a baseball coach.
I'm just a personality here. That's all. Just a personality. He's the guy that knows everything. Me, he'll throw me a line going, hey, what do you think of that? I go, hey, I don't defense. I don't got to tackle. I mean, oh, hey, okay. Hey, how was your St. Patty's Day? I'm just a personality. That's all I am. Just a personality.
You're killing me, man.
No, I'm not.
All right, hey, nice blue shirt, by the way.
Really? See
I thought you stopped caring about Lincoln Way East.
No. I just want to throw that nice girl in Bolingbrook. How I got all the comment all over my shirt because I was cleaning her bathtub. Okay? You know who you are? You know who you are.
Well, hey, man, we want to thank you for joining us because we have absolutely...
It's been 30 minutes already? Boy, time sure flies when you're having fun, aren't you? Absolutely, you have nothing to talk about.
Right,
so please, when you click off, just click off, look at the opener. The opener's good. After that, turn it off.
Hey, we want to thank you for joining us, and as always, hopefully the weather's going to turn here, and we're going to be able to get out there and get some footage. I mean, this has been really tough. The it's gone from snow to rain to cold. We just can't get outside. Nobody seems to be able to get outside. But hey, we want to thank you anyhow for joining us. Like we said, we're going to come every week, rain or shine. And
I want to, like I said it before, I want to thank the guys and doctors and nurses at Bolingbrook Emergency Room. Took good care of me. Feeling good, feeling real good.
Hey, so, well, whatever, man. You look better.
I do feel good. Feel good.
He was puking green. That's what he did on St. Patty's.
Yeah, you know, I was proud. What's today's date?
Yeah, it's long enough. But hey, we'll catch you next week right here on Cheap Seats.
Have a good week, everybody. Stay safe out there and have a great week.